Ah man, it's your boy Shia for Richie, man, and I'm back at it again with a nice little story story time for us today. And this one is like a really touching topic to my heart because the other day I got kicked out. I go to a private school. The majority of the kids are white, and I got kicked out of that school because of being black. I know how crazy that sounds. I could feel the discrimination in the air. I know how that may not make sense to you guys right now, but in the hallway they would call me nigger. My teachers, they would just they just wouldn't be fair to me just because I was black. But one time in class, one of my teachers, I was the only person with my hand up, and she did not call on me. But mind you, no one in the class knew the answer besides me. I had to work extra hard to get accepted into that school. And maybe there was about 3 or 4 black people in the whole school. I'm not going to say the school's name because, you know, I don't want to do that to them. And some of my viewers may go to that school, so I don't want to say nothing about it. And yeah, but it was just so racist in there. And I reported it to the principal, and she did nothing about it. And one time in lunch, they smacked my tray. It really did happen to me. I used to come home crying just from being picked on. And I'm not little, I'm pretty big. Just the way they treated me made me felt so unhuman. It was so I just couldn't believe it. I told my mom, and she said, that's what it's a part of life. People are racist, you have to push through it. So I came into schools and I was just ignoring it. In class, there was this student next to me of the other color. He was cheating off of my test. And when we got our test backs about the next week, I had a big F on my test and he had an A. And I know he was cheating off my test because I could see him looking out over my test. And one time he tapped me and asked me for what's the answer to the number. That was like 4 or something. And I know the teacher saw him look at my paper because when I looked up at her, she was looking right at him and then looked back down. And then she called me over and said I was cheating off of him. Excuse me, man. I just couldn't believe how they treated me in that school, and it was unjust. It was very unjust, and I just can't believe it. I just couldn't believe it that I had to deal with something like that as a black person in the United States. I had to deal with something like that, but you know. As a black person, you have to fight 10 times harder to earn anything in life. Actually, you have to just comment and subscribe. Please repost this video. I want to let everybody know this. This is not clickbait. Some of my other videos were clickbait, but this is actually a true story that I wanted to tell the world. And please repost this. Share this.
Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here?
In New York, I merely rock, hiding in my socks, running from a op, and I shoot at